Welcome to Serenity Productions.
They belong in the Scouts, not on our front page, but it's a million times. What else would you like me to interview about them? We already know everything they're going to tell us. And if I had to deal with that annoying goody two-shoes personality again, I might actually just throw up. You know who I want to do a story on. Nova. I want to do a story on Nova. Ugh. Listen, I get it. It's a little dangerous. But you know what? Maybe they want their side of the story to be told. No one's ever gotten an actual piece with a villain before. What could be the harm in trying? Did I lose my life? I could lose my life walking down the street right now. There could be another villain out there causing chaos again. There could be a multitude of ways to die. There are casualties every single day. At least I would die with a great story attached to my death. Reporter goes and tries to get the first ever story with the villain. Oh my god, you sound like my mother. You're not my mother, you're my boss, but still. I don't get why it's so...
Yeah, sure. Have someone come in right in the middle of our conversation. This isn't done. Just because one of the board members came in doesn't mean this is over. Hi. I'll leave you guys to it. Child again. Oh, what are you doing here? It's dangerous. You should be more careful. I have to save you again. I didn't need saving. I was perfectly out of the way. I'm not fucking Lois Lane or something. Ugh. Hey. Is my boss free? Are you done talking to him? Awesome. Thank you. Listen, just because you're part of the board, it doesn't mean I'm gonna treat you any special than I do anyone else. You wanna fire me? Fire me. Have fun. There's a million and other one places I can go to the right. And they all want me. It's not cocky if it's true. I get offers every single day. So have fun with that. Listen, my boss is free. I gotta go convince him to let me do an actual story for once. Because writing about the comet for the upteenth time is not an actual story. It's going to be the same answers, the same dialogue, the same back and forth witty banter that is going to make me lose my goddamn mind. Well, I want to interview Nova. Well, go on, say it. It's crazy. I want to interview the supervillain. I'm gonna get killed, or something even worse could happen to me, or blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I've heard it all before, so hit me with it. Alright, well then, if you agree with me, go back in there and tell my boss. You're part of the board. You could pretty much bend his arm if you wanted to. Why not? And how would you know if Nova doesn't want to do an interview? What, did you ask them? Do you have an in with them? Wait, seriously, do you have an in with them? So how would you even know? Listen, all I want is a quick interview. That's it. And it wouldn't hurt to ask. They don't seem highly unreasonable. If they were, we'd probably all be dead by now. It's not faith in a supervillain, it's just logistical. Listen, I know my boss is gonna say no. I know you're probably gonna say no too. But guess what? What I do outside of work and not on work time is my business. Again, if you want to fire me, fire me. Have fun with that. But don't forget, I'm the one that has all the interviews with Comet in my back pocket. I don't want to be the superheroes girl. Are you kidding me? That's like the worst title ever. Everyone sees me as some sort of damsel in distress. No one takes me seriously. I have to keep writing these stupid fucking articles all the time. This isn't what I went to school for. This isn't investigative journalism. This is just a pop piece. And it makes me sick. I want something real. I want something tangible. I want something that no one expects. I want to go out there and make a name for myself that doesn't include the Comet in any way, shape, or form. Listen, I know you probably don't get it because you're some big-ass board member with a shit ton of money under their belt. But this is important to me. God, why have I even been talking to you about this? Listen, I'm pretty sure you have things to do, and I got a boss to go convince, so it was not great seeing you again, and I hope you and your stupid-ass fucking suit stays out of my way. Like I said, fire me if you want to. This is dumb. This is dumb. I'm waiting on top of the rooftop of our building in order to see if I can get a glimpse of a supervillain. This is dumb as shit. Knowing you, Sin, you'll probably get the fucking superhero instead of villain, and then you're gonna have to deal with Comet again. And then you're really gonna want to scream. You think the fucker would have seen the ad? Or taken the hit in the last article? I thought for sure calling a supervillain an absolute wuss that wouldn't do an interview would totally work. I'm a moron. Alright. Fuck it. I gotta be having a drink at home. Alright, so you either read the article or you're curious. Ah! So I did touch a little bit of a nerve there, huh? Kind of thought, taking a pot shot at your ego might have helped. Well, considering you haven't squished my head between two of your fingers, thrown me off the roof, or lasered me to my death, I'm guessing you're amused? Or at the very least, curious as to why I'm doing this. Are you just gonna float there, or are we gonna stand and have a conversation? Like two adults. I thought you'd be taller. Oh no, you're plenty tall enough. It's just that you never actually put your feet on the ground, so it just always, Sin, nice to finally meet you. Well, formally, at least. I think we've met on many occasions. I usually end up dead, almost. I think every once in a while I usually end up close to death when we get close together, but I'm hoping this time can be different. My name's not actually Sin. It's Cynthia Rosman. I mean, the introductions were needed, but, I thought we'd get off on the right foot. Oh, well, I want to do an interview with you because I'm sick and tired of your counterpart. And I figured you'd be more interesting. I mean, you both come from the same planet. You both have the same powers. You just seem a little bit more... what's the word I'm looking for? Disciplined? I don't know, you give me army vibes. Army vibes, yeah. I've interviewed people that were in the army. You give me that kind of vibe. It's not an insult, it's just an observation. Something that apparently, something people take as an insult more often than not. It's not meant as an insult, it's just a fact. You look army. Military, whatever the hell you called it. I want to share your side of the story. Why are you here? How did you get here? Why are you so hell-bent on taking over the planet? I want to get to know Nova. The greatest bane of our existence. Because all we hear about is comment this and comment that and blah, blah, blah. What about the other side of the story? There's always two sides. And all we expose ourselves to is the superhero side of the story. What about you? What's your story? What's your deal? What's your purpose? I mean, hell, you gotta be more interesting at least than the fucking superhero that goes around saving everyone all the time. Well, I'm glad that we both find them annoying as shit. I do not have a thing for them. Are you kidding me? Half the time when they save me, and yeah, the air quotes need to be included, I don't even need to be saved. I can't even get good shots in the positions that they put me. I know my limits. But because I'm just a regular human, they think, oh, let's just pick up and move. Trust me, you're not the only one that wants to sometimes punch the living shit out of them. Except you could probably succeed. Me, on the other hand? Ha! I guess I wouldn't mind if you landed one no. If it's in honor of me, go for it. Oh, please. My boss knows exactly how I feel about that person. Annoying piece of shit. That's made me into a laughingstock in the reporting community. Listen, I really just want to know your side of the story. You don't always seem that bad. I actually caught you saving people once, you know. Yeah, I did. And I caught it on my camera before that stupid idiot picked me up and made me drop it. And lose it. I would have ran that story. I would have showed people that maybe you're not as bad as we all think you are. Okay, yeah, sure, you want to take over our planet, and you maybe have an egomaniac complex, but you still saved those people. Those people that didn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't have gained anything from them being alive. And no one would have known if you didn't save them. I went and talked to that family afterwards. They hold you in such a different light. And you didn't even say anything. You didn't do it for show. You didn't do it for praise. You didn't do it for adoration. You just did it. Why would a supervillain save a normal, everyday family? And that's what I got to thinking. Maybe you're not just a supervillain. Maybe you just see the way that things work here and you don't like it and you want to make a change. But the way that you want to make a change is a little bit more aggressive than what we probably like. No, I don't think you're all that bad. And yeah, you can threaten me all you like. I mean, I get it. Super strength, flying, laser eyes, the whole fucking power Rolodex in your back pocket. If so, then why are you still letting me talk? Come on, I'm a big mouth reporter. Why aren't you shutting me up? Listen, if you don't want me to write the article, fine. I don't write articles about people that don't want to be written about. That's why I didn't do the family. They did not want to be mentioned. Which is fine. They probably didn't want the press showing up. I can understand when your privacy is fucking barged into by people you don't want it to be. But I would really like to continue this conversation. If you would allow me to. I don't want to even take up much of your time. Just like here, every week, Tuesday, an hour or two. Just a convo, and it can be off the record. I don't really have a lot of things that pique my interest, but you, for some reason, you're one of them. So what do you say, supervillain? You gonna give this reporter a shot?